You're listening to the May 20th, 2017 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
My dearest beings from somewhere else, here we are again then. Actually, I have a bit of a quandary which I thought you may be able to help me with. A certain gentleman is very keen to hear the truth about whether or not this earth of ours is flat, under a dome, etc., and I've told him that this is not my position to bring this truth out, if indeed it is a truth. For reasons of my safety and divine plan timing, along with many other reasons why I feel it is not for me to delve into this. He wrote back with this. After all these years of reading your blog, I guess going round and round in circles has me screaming to get off, or at least has me exasperated that if one supposedly has the ear of high entities, one might just get down and dirty with specifics. It's a bit like wandering into the greatest library in history and spending hours admiring the shelving and the colour of the carpet. Well, I get what he means about the library, and it made me think about it. Yet there is something in me that feels right about not asking certain things. I think you know how I feel and what I mean, so rather than ramble on, I'll pass this over to you. Thank you.
Welcome, dearest Blossom, and all who walk along this journey with us. Firstly, we would say that for those who do not communicate with higher beings in this way, for indeed you are all capable of communication, there is an understanding between both parties as to how communications shall be conducted. You are correct, Blossom, in that there are indeed many topics that we are not prepared to discuss. We skip over certain agenda items because it is not for us, we feel, to delve into. There are many, many, many truths that are to come out, as we have mentioned before. Truths that will completely stun practically the entire population of the human race. Yet, those truths are certainly not for us to reveal at this time.
Does that mean you will at a later date, then?
Not necessarily. For when the time is correct, you will witness such things, straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. We will then be more than happy to accommodate with assistance on working one's thoughts through such things. Yet, again we state, we are here to bring you into alignment with your true self through knowing the love that you are. We are not here to bring fear and confusion. For the gentleman concerned, he is on his chosen pathway, as is each and every one. This does not mean that the truth he is seeking is the same truth that another may be seeking out.
But like I've tried to work out before with you, either something is a truth or it's not. Either the earth is flat or it's round, yet you say it can be whatever you want it to be.
This is correct, for it can. The issue here is pertaining to the fact that you, upon earth, think that you are set on one particular place, one particular situation, and there you shall remain until it's time for you to move on. We understand that being upon earth with its lack of understanding, that for you to comprehend anything other than this concept is mind-boggling.
Meaning, as you've mentioned before, that we can jump in and out of parallel lives and other dimensions.
Meaning that exactly. And within each parallel life, universe, dimension, there are such similarities that allow you to feel that you are always on the same one.
How could you best assist us to get this? I mean, what could you liken it to? For I feel that it's just so hard to grasp.
Because you are involved in it, in your human form. Yet there are times, too, when you jump out of your human form and become pure energy. And if desired for the occasion, you can morph that pure energy into something completely different, yet tangible, for the period of time necessary and needed to be in that other situation. And to complicate it even further, we would say that all that would take place without your human form even noticing you are gone. For there is no time, in essence.
Far out. I've come to understand that absolutely everything is possible, and I guess that is what you mean by the earth can be anything you want it to be.
This is so. You and all, with all respect, due to conditioning, limit your beliefs to such a degree that confusion abounds, due to the little frame in which you have decided to live within.
Yet we didn't decide. As you say, conditioning, indoctrination, laws, history, etc., have led us to think and believe that this is so. There are many that live and die for many a number of lives thinking that this earth is it. Then, when it is done, it's up to heaven, and for some, in their belief, hell. And that's that. At least for me, in this lifetime, I feel blessed to have opened up to broader horizons.
Oh, how we desire to be able to explain everything to you. Yet, everything is beyond comprehension, whilst you are residing in the density of earth.
I can feel your frustration of where to even begin with what you want to express. Keep trying. So many of us are so keen to jump further down that rabbit hole, although we feel we're lost in a warren most of the time.
For those that believe this is it, and heaven awaits, and one lives happily ever after, that, dearest Blossom, is what they shall receive. Until such time when they are ready to explore something else, or everything else. Yet again, not wishing to confuse. That is only one aspect of themselves that is accepting that. The multifaceted diamond that they are is off on 1,000 other adventures.
So to get back to that flat earth thing, if I may, are you saying that there is one, and everyone is living under a vast dome, etc.?
We are saying that, of course, there is one. There has to be. Because there has to be everything. Every possibility. For those that choose to be in that world, that belief system, that is their truth. For those who choose to believe that space goes on and on, reaching into other galaxies, etc., that is a truth also.
Okay, yet how come we are all living in the same world, if our truths are completely different? I just got your answer through. Sock it to us.
Because everything is an illusion. Nothing is real. So one can make up their world into however they believe they want it to be.
Or not.
You, upon earth, believe you are trapped within it. You are not. Your spirit is free. Your soul is free. It is only, again, because you believe it is not, that it is not.
Yet we do feel trapped here sometimes, within societal rules and regulations. This is the way the earth is.
With all respect, Blossom, that is the way as a consciousness you have made it up to be.
So, if we have constructed this way of living as a consciousness, are we, as individuals, able to escape it?
This is exactly what you are doing, what you came here to do. As individuals, you are undoing that which has been done. You are freeing yourselves from the bonds that you yourselves created as an experience. You now, as each one changes their mind, are releasing conditioning of how it is and transforming it into how it is going to be. Yet this time, you desire for a whole new experience.
Have we not had the love-light experience before, though?
You have had similar. You have had many mindsets of living, whereupon much love, light, has been experienced. For example, in Lemuria, Atlantis, and others. You learned as a collective where the pitfalls were and why. This is why this time around, you are erring on the side of caution and making sure the same experiences are not incurred, as they brought a great deal of destruction and set evolving along a different path. Yet, realize this matters not. It was simply another experience, and one has all the time in the world to try and try again. However, as we say, this time is to be a different story. The collective consciousness has reached a turning point whereupon the new Earth style will remain intact. Once the basis foundation has been established, it shall be built upon and not be able to be knocked down.
How can you guarantee that?
We, of course, cannot, exactly. Yet, we would say, it has been ordained that it is so.
So, I googled ordained just to be sure. Ordered, officially. So, by whom?
The collective consciousness of all.
And is it now that we of Earth are setting down the basis, a foundation for this new Earth?
Correct. With every breath.
Yet only for those who choose to live it. For many might still choose to live in another type of dimension of this same Earth. Is that right? Are other dimensions just a different expression of this same Earth?
Some. We would say there are dimensions for everything. Many dimensions for every experience.
So what exactly would you say a dimension is?
A facilitating space.
Laugh. I thought that was going to go into a really complicated paragraph that would blow my mind and once again get me all confused. Yet nope. Precise and to the point, and seems to me very accurate. Because with all respect, not all your answers are. Precise and to the point, I mean.
And there is reason for that also. There are those who consider us to be beating about the bush and not giving the answers required always.
Yes, there are many who feel that way. I sometimes wonder about it, yet also accept there is indeed reasoning. And that reasoning is...
As we spoke of earlier, Blossom, there are some things that are not to be revealed at this time, and some things that are not to be revealed by us, and some things that are for you yourselves to discover, and some things that are simply not appropriate for us to be involved in. Perhaps we would say that the library, of which the gentleman spoke, as in all libraries, has many categories for one to delve into. Some may go to the fiction, some to the factual, some to the historical, the geographical, the educational. You name it. Yet, we asked you, dearest Blossom, to enter into the library and focus on the love material. And you have, for which we are forever in gratitude to you for sticking to your word.
Ha! The love that came through in that last part of the paragraph instantly had me overflowing tears, and that somehow helps me to know that I am doing okay, in your eyes. Thanks so much for this chat. It flowed with ease and grace, and I love you.
Remain steadfast in the love that you are, dearest souls. One day, all this confusion will make total sense. In love and thanks to each one for being the chosen adventurers.